guys are doing good. I know I am. It has been a very eventful, I'm gonna say eventful beginning of the year. As you all know, I'm now doing the bins and stuff for one of my buddies, and things are going good. Staying pretty busy, doing like, getting around like 45 hours a week, you know, not too bad, pretty good, keeping me busy. So, but one of the things that ended up happening is that our truck had broken down on us, and sadly it happened all the way out in the middle of nowhere out in Hudson, Colorado, which is like southeast from here. It actually happened at a Love's. I was at that Love's for about 10 hours. It was like I got there like early morning and didn't leave till, or I wouldn't say like midday, like a little bit before noon. And I didn't leave till around like 8, 9. So it was a long day. The truck did, so I got to the fuel station, I turned it off, fueled up, did my thing, and then the truck just didn't want to turn on after that. So we thought that it was going to be something with the fuel. We ended up checking the filters, did all that, you know, kind of went down the line, and everything else seemed pretty good. So it wasn't that. Well, it ended up being something electrical. So yeah, that's kind of how our day went. I was at that Love's pretty much all day, trying to figure stuff out. Now I do want to say this: the people at that Love's were very kind and very helpful. They knew we were broken down because I walked in, I let them know, hey, you know, fuel station 20 is down, our truck won't start. And they were very kind. They went out, put a cone out to let other truckers know, hey, this fuel station or fuel line is out of business. But not only did they let us stay there all day, they let us borrow tools and stuff too, because we were very prepared. And they didn't have all the stuff we needed to get the job done. But they let us borrow tools. We did the best we could with our knowledge, with my knowledge. Now I have learned a lot. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm completely oblivious, but I do know my fair share of stuff. So that happened, and so because that happened and our truck broke down on us, and we eventually took it to a shop to get it fixed, we were falling behind on all our bins, and my buddy or my boss was starting to get kind of worried. So he started looking for a truck, and he found one, but it was all the way out in Utah. So I thought it was going to be a straight drive there, but that's not at all what happened. It turns out that we're going to end up riding with one of my boss's friends who happened to be in Colorado, but was gonna be he was gonna drive out to Oregon for a job. I guess he works on Meta and all like the facilities with all the big antennas, and they do all the electrical wiring and all that stuff for it. So he drove us out there, and again, I thought it was gonna be a straight shot straight to Utah, but it wasn't like that at all. He had to make a bunch of pit stops on the way there because he was still having to work. So a 6-7 hour drive turned into an all-nighter, and I didn't get much sleep that night, which kind of sucked, but you know, it is what it is. We were out all night. We didn't get there until 7 a.m. in the morning. Went and got some breakfast, went and checked out the truck, did the pre-trip, did everything we possibly could to check that everything was good, the oil, all that stuff, blow by, you know, all the stuff you should check when you're trying to buy a truck. So I even at one point asked ChatGPT, you know, and ChatGPT gave me a whole list of stuff, and I went through all those things, and the truck was running flawlessly. No leaks, no nothing, tires, all that stuff, suspension. So the truck looked good. We jump in the truck, we get it prepped up, we start airing all the tires, we get all this stuff done, and we start heading back over to Colorado. So keep in mind, I didn't sleep all night. We didn't actually get any rest. So then I just drove right on back. Now, if you've been in a truck before, especially an older truck like this, you already know that they're not that comfy. And that's exactly the issue with this truck, is that if you're on a daily basis for like a work day, then you're fine. But if you're gonna be on it for an extended period of time, you know, it's not that fun. Ooh. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have all my stuff clamped up here. But yeah, the truck runs flawlessly. We made it out to Colorado. I mean, I got back here and I crashed like a wrecking ball. Like I went to bed and slept like a baby. But what else can I tell you about the truck? It is a stick shift, 10 speed. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but when you ask people what they would rather drive or what they prefer to drive, they normally say stick shift because you feel like you're more in control of the truck. Now, I kind of have to agree with that. I do like driving stick shift. I do prefer driving stick shift. Yeah, we're headed over to dump this bin real quick. We just picked up a bin that was full of granite. The thing about these specific bins, they're 10 yarders, but they're always full of granite and they're very heavy. Another thing about this truck is that it's very loud. My boss doesn't like it, but I like it, of course, because I like to hear the truck. I like to hear the engine roar, right? So watch, I'll give you guys a quick example of what I'm talking about. Yep, pretty loud. All I have to do is crack that window open a little bit, and you get the whole exhaust coming through. Got a train coming. Retrieving the camera. Now, I do want to say this. I don't know how much of the outside noise the camera is going to pick up on. Meaning, like, I don't know how well you guys can hear me or any of that. But hopefully it's not too bad. I know, of course, having the window cracked open, yeah, that's very loud, because I mean, of course, the exhaust pipe and all that. But once I do that, that's because I want you guys to listen to that. You know, that's what most people are here for, is they want to hear that engine. They want to hear the truck. Like, a lot of us fall in love with that noise. A lot of us, I'm gonna say a lot of us even live for that moment, you know, just to be in this truck and to be one with the truck, to hear it, to feel it, just to live it, you know. And so once I have that window cracked open, I'm just gonna be quiet. Like, I'm just gonna let the truck do its thing and let it breathe, let it live, you know. So but yeah, other than that, whenever I am talking, I don't know how loud this truck is still. Like, I think this will be like my first official video within this truck. So we'll see how it goes. I will only find out once I'm sitting down and actually editing the video. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what it sounds like. Hopefully it's not too bad. But we just got done dumping. I closed the gate. I had to clean off a little bit of that soot that was sitting back there. But we're good to go. We're headed back. We're gonna go deliver this, go drop it back off where we picked it up from. And yeah, let's get that going real quick. We just gotta get out of here. It won't be back on the road. I'm gonna say the only thing that sucks about having a pick up here is that these guys don't really pick up after themselves. This is a pile that I've made. All this stuff that's on the side. It'd be nice if they would do it. Another one of our bins. Already has some stuff in it. I did that one yesterday, so shouldn't be too bad. You future hat clip owners, a quick piece of advice. Let me show you guys real quick before I dump this. So before, the first time around when I had the other hat clip and it broke on me, I would use regular hats that would have the actual plastic on this adjuster back here. What I can say is that I feel like with this hat, it's fabric, this clip won't break as easily because it's not putting so much tension on this plastic part. So let's say I put it in there, and as you can see, the fabric from the hat is like kind of scooted back towards this back part of the clip more, so it doesn't put so much tension on this front end. I think this is gonna like work pretty well. So if you are gonna buy a hat clip, I would suggest you use it on a fabric hat, or like a hat that doesn't have that plastic piece in the back.